Well, things have finally gotten a bit nippy here in Cold Harbor. We've got one last field that hadn't been planted yet, so that's where we're going to go. It's about 48 degrees. I hope to find something really big and really deep to work up a sweat, keep me warm. Let's go relic hunting with the battlefield walker. All right, I don't want to jinx myself, but that sure sounds like a button to me. Sure a heck of a breeze out here. It's gonna be colder than I thought. What is that? Shotgun shell? Yep. All right, sounds like a bullet in this hole. Let's see. First target of the day was shotgun shell, so we got that out of the way early. Let's make a little depth. Piece of aluminum. All right, this one appears to be out of the hole. And it does sound like a bullet, but I've been finding a lot of junk so far today. All right, there's our first Civil War bullet of the day. Smooth bore round ball. There's our first 3-ringer of the day. All right, these are some very messy signals. They're interspersed with trash. So I've got 2 signals. One right there and one right there. I think I'm going to dig this one first. Maybe just a tiny little piece of lead. I don't even want to dig these, to be honest with you. They sound so bad. Another little piece of little buck. Okay, this one is the best target I've heard today so far. Apparently it's deep. Shotgun shell. You know, it doesn't bother me when I get fooled by a shotgun shell. It doesn't bother me when that happens to me, because the simple fact of the matter is a shotgun shell sounds exactly like a button. They're both round, they're both brass, they're both about the same size. And so if you skip a signal that sounds like a shotgun shell, you're skipping a sound that sounds like a button too. All right, what is that? A little piece of aluminum foil, maybe? All right, maybe we got something here. Let's see. Right there. You see it? Something right there. Oh no, I think that's aluminum foil. Look at that. Oh goodness. I really think that relic hunters and fishermen must be the most optimistic people in the world. Because every day we get out and head out to the lake to fish, or to the field to relic hunt, we think it's going to be worth it. Now, I will say, of everything I've heard today, which hadn't been much, a couple of bullets and a lot of junk, this does sound like the best chance we've got at a button. What's that? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Can you see that? I get excited when I see brass, green, 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 and it's round and it looks like it's got a face. Yes, ma'am. Shank is on it, but bent over. Looks like that could turn out to be a nice eagle button. All right, Finally. If my grandson is watching, Shepherd, there's a co-button. That's what he calls them. He says, co-button. All right, that gives me a little hope. All right, we walked 8 feet from where we found that coat button, and we got another signal. It might be aluminum foil. Yep, aluminum foil. Oh, let's see which way this goes. What is that? Probably a piece of a rivet. Little rivet. This is either something decent that's also got trash in the hole, or just a bunch of trash. All right, that sounds like a good signal. That is aluminum. As our British counterparts say, aluminium. Man, I have no predictions on this one at all. Oh, looky there. I'll be darned. I did not think that was a round ball. That's a lead 69 caliber round ball. For you Deus users that bring in at 97, that did fool me. I had no idea that was a bullet. All right, still in the hole and reading in the mid-90s. All right, I think I got it right there. Uh-oh, iron? Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, no. Look at this. Here you go, folks. What a great example. Not a pretty target, or not a pretty sound. I had, it was jumping all around. That's because there was a little piece of iron laying right next to something that looks brass and round. Look, folks, look. It's definitely roundness, and it's definitely brass. Looky there. Hot diggity dog. Another eagle button. There's a lesson in there somewhere, because that was a little piece of iron laid right up next to a button, and I was getting like a 97. Well, I told you it was ranging from 80 to 97. A button will usually be between 55 and 70. So those two metals together were confusing that machine. Well. There's more in that hole, folks. This is why we always check our holes. Now, this hole had a eagle button in it and a little piece of iron that didn't look like anything more than a nail. That's definitely just a nail. We've taken just a few steps from that button and iron. If I had to guess on this one, I would say aluminum. I would say some aluminum trash. Wonder if that's it. Yep, that's it. Aluminum. This target, I am comfortable suggesting that could be a button right there. It didn't seem to be deep either. Oh, it might not be a button. I can't tell. But I do see green. Do you see it? Right there. What is that? A broken up button. Man, it's like paper. It's just really falling to pieces. That's a shame. All the more reason to get them out of the ground as quickly as we can, relic hunters, because they are, in a lot of places, they're falling to pieces quick. I don't think that's aluminum foil. All right, that one's out of the hole too. Oh, there you go. Aluminum. Because I will admit, I dug this signal believing that it was nothing. But that, oh shoot, looky. Would you look at that? It could be a shotgun shell, but... Shotgun shell. UMC, Union Metallic Cartridge Company. Now that's a nice sounding signal. That sounds very much like a bullet to me. Let's see if this turns out to be a bullet. It sure sounds like one. You fell over. Still in the hole and still sounds like a bullet. I don't think I predicted that right. No, I didn't. Aluminum. Heading back to the truck here to eat lunch. Oh, look there. There's your 69 caliber round ball. I would guess maybe a bullet, but it did sound deep. Oh, hello. What do you see? Do you see anything there that looks round and green? That's probably a rivet, as small as that is. It's brass. Yeah, I think that's a rivet. Yeah, there you go, because the leather just popped out of it. Did you see that? I'm so crazy, I think about the man or woman that made the cartridge box that had that leather in his hands, making these cartridge boxes for soldiers 160 years ago. Laying there wanting to scare the living tar out of me. Yeah, I ain't hunting up under that log. I wasn't hearing it with the pinpointer, but it's popped out now. Well, since it was so deep, I thought we'd check it together and see what it is. Oh, there we go. Round ball. Boy, that was a deep one. Alright, I got a target in the bottom of the hole. So still in the bottom of the hole, but then I probably got it in that chunk. That's just a piece of iron? What's left of a bullet that was melted in the fire. Oh, wait a minute. More in here. You see him? Looky there. Nice 3-ringer. That one's not melted at all. I think there's more in there. I think that's it right there. A little tiny piece of iron, I think. Okay, here we are. Okay, we got more in there somewhere. So far we've gotten a nail and a nice 3-ring bullet. There's another one. Alright, so there's number 2 3-ringer. Let's see if I can hear anything else. Uh-oh. It seems like there's something else in here. Looky there. Okay, there's 3 dropped 3-ringers and a melted bullet out of here. Those are fun holes to dig when you get several items out of one hole. Oh yeah, I'm still getting good signals in this hole. Yeah, that looks like campfire ash. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. That is campfire ash from a Civil War soldier's campfire. I want to know what that iron is if I can find it. Alright, there's iron. Let's see what that iron is. That's not a horseshoe. Too small. And it's not a heel plate for a soldier's boot because it's too big. But it's interesting that it's in the same hole with 3 bullets, a melted bullet, and that U-shaped piece of iron. I haven't found a button since lunchtime. But if that's not aluminum foil, that could be our after-lunch button. It may be a little smashed flat button, or it might be a rivet. That's a good sounding signal right there. But this is an area where there's a lot of farm trash. It's more of a gamble than usual here. Right in the bottom of the hole. I think we're real close now. Alright, we're below the plow line and we've touched something. Just a piece of unrecognizable brass, I think. And right there. Well, gave a good signal to be that tiny. Running out of time right quick, actually. I'm going to try to get a few more targets in, I hope. And definitely still in there. And must be deep because my pinpointer's not hearing it. And I'd say this is lead. I don't think this is brass. If you've seen my earlier videos, you know what I mean when I say a bullet's been pulled or wormed. And this one has been both, I believe. There we go. Where he's been laying for a very long time. A century and a half. I've pretty much run out of time. Got a signal down in the hole. Oh, there's something. Some kind of lead right there. Let's see. Round ball, maybe? Alright, that may be the last target in this field before spring. We'll see. But this has been a great fall in these fields. Well, that was fun. Didn't hunt all day, just a few hours, so I'm not leaving exhausted this time. And I think I came up with a couple of good buttons, one crumbling button, and I don't know, 6, 7, 8 bullets. So been a good day. I've had a good time. And this may be the last time I get to hunt the fields, and I'll be in the woods for the next 6 months maybe, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. I'm glad you stayed for our little discussion of something out of the past. Tonight I want to show you a boot pistol that my dad found. I'm not sure whether this was found at Cole Harbor, Malvern Hill, or Spotsylvania, but it was in such beautiful shape that Daddy decided to clean it up. Not only was it in good shape, it still had part of the original wooden pistol grip on the gun. Now, most of the wood was rotted off, of course, but Daddy asked his friend Harry Cassidy to make a grip for the pistol, but he wanted him to incorporate as much of the original wood as he possibly could. That's a tall order. That's hard to do, but Harry Cassidy pulled it off. You can clearly see the delineation between the wood that Harry used to make the rest of the grip and the wood that was originally on the pistol. This little pistol was so clean that Daddy took it down, cleaned it up, oiled it, and it's actually operable today. The hammer can be cocked and it can be fired. This little pistol is a really cool little design. It's a neat looking little pocket pistol, and it's marked S. Sutherland on the bottom, Richmond, Virginia. Cleaned a little too much? Yeah. But a great little relic that some soldier, probably a Southern soldier since this pistol was made in Richmond, stuck this in his belt or in his boot, thinking that if he was down to his last opportunity to take a shot, he'd have a little advantage over his adversary. To know the story behind this pistol and the man who carried it would be such a neat thing to know. That's it for me. Big shout out to those who have either subscribed to the channel or liked one of the videos. I appreciate that. We'll go relic hunting again. Hope you'll go with me a week or 10 days from now. Until then, I'm the Battlefield Walker. Be good and say your prayers.